Spurs control the tip-off, and we'll get this one started. To Nesterovic. Here comes the double team. Nesterovic shoots from the post. Good!
That's what you want on offense. High percentage shots.
To Jefferson. Swatted away. The net will get the ball back after it sails out of bounds. To Martin. Martin takes it in, drops it in on the layup.
No one's going to confuse this guy with an offensive juggernaut, but that doesn't mean you can just take him for granted.
Nesterovic is hacked on the way up, and he'll get 2 shots at the foul line. He can't get the first. He misses them both. Rebounded by Martin. To Mourning. Mourning takes the quick shot. Hits it.
That was a nice finish there.
2-point differential between the teams. To Duncan. Duncan takes off. Dunks it down with one hand.
Nothing special there. Well, for about 3% of the population. For the rest of us, oh, that was very special.
Caught by Martin.
That's a play that deserves a second look.
To Ginobili. Skip to Bowen. Bowen goes with the crossover. Bowen sails in. Straight through off the crossover.
First the crossover and then the finish. How are you going to stop that?
And the Nets have the rock. Pass caught by Martin. Punched down by Martin.
He generally doesn't score in bunches, but he'll take his shots when he can.
Passes it way up court. He's double teamed. Duncan shoots, gets the post shot to fall.
That's his bread and butter right there.
The Nets take it up. They're shooting 80% from the floor. Knocked off course, and it's loose inside. Duncan got a hand on it for the block. Bowen glides in. The bucket is good, and he'll have a chance for one more.
What a great job here. Jumps up, takes the contact, and has enough concentration to put the ball in the hole.
Rebounded inside by Mourning. To Martin. The steal.
When someone's being careless with the ball, they're just begging for it to be stolen.
Taken all the way up court, but missed by Ginobili.
Most players have the advantage when they go inside. He's one of those guys who just always seems to have trouble in there.
To Mourning. Mourning shoots from the paint. Down the hatch.
To go inside and make plays like that is the name of the game.
It's doubled up. Bowen shoots from the post. Hits it.
When you think fancy moves, this guy certainly is not at the top of the list, but that wasn't a bad job there.
Nabbed by Kittles. Received by Kittles. Caught by Kidd.
It's hard to believe, but this one looks even better the second time.
To Ginobili. Ginobili pops it up from 9. Money on the jump shot.
You knew that was good as soon as he released it.
To Martin. In low. Martin goes to the hook. Not there. Hits the back iron, but missed by Mourning. Mourning is hacked and will go to the line for a couple. Sinks the first of 2. He gets them both. Just under 9 minutes here in the first quarter. Skip to Parker. To Duncan. Duncan raises up, kisses it off the glass.
Coaches are always happy when players establish the inside game.
The Nets bring it up court and are 2 back. Fakes the pass. Grabbed by Martin. To Kittles. He's doubled up. Kidd sails in. Hits the front iron and in.
You can't shy away from the spotlight when you're a star, Fitz, and this guy certainly doesn't.
The Spurs are at the controls. For three.
If it's ESPN basketball, you know we're going to give you the best replays.
Just over 8 minutes here in the first quarter. Nabbed by Martin. Martin takes the quick shot. Hauled down by Duncan. The fast break. Slams it through.
That's how you run that break and finish it, kids. Excellent.
Kidd has the rock. To Martin. Kittles takes it in. Gets the front rim.
He just isn't a good enough mid-range shooter to make that when he's covered that tight.
Taken all the way by the Sterovich.
This guy's normally not a dunker, but he flushed that one just to make sure it was going down.
The Nets have it, but are behind, 23-16. To Jefferson. Into the low post. To stop the drought. Misses the jumper. The dunk was just crushed in by Mourning.
Nice basket to keep this one close early on. You don't want to let this game get away from you.
The Spurs would love to extend their lead this trip down. That basket was nailed by Bowen. The Nets work it up, shooting 53% from the floor. To Jefferson. They push it inside. Nice shot in the paint by Jefferson.
He went with the old school hook on that one. It seems like every player used to have that shot. Now only a couple guys in the league possess the ability to shoot a hook.
The outside fadeaway was canned by Duncan.
You got to keep your eye on this guy. He's always looking for your weakness, and when he finds it, he will exploit it.
To Mourning. Mourning goes to the drop step. Parker made the nab back there, records his first steal. Taking the length of the court, but missed by Bowen.
They call these things freebies for a reason, because usually they are, but in this case, it wasn't. One more time. Check this out.
The Spurs take it up court. They're up 5. To Duncan. Duncan shoots. Misses from just inside the line.
Good scorers have short-term memory. If you stop the game and ask him about that last shot, he'd say, "What shot?"
Duncan made the nab back there, records his first steal. Here comes the double team. Pump fakes. To Bowen. Bowen lets it go from the wing. Big bucket by the 8-year man out of Cal State Fullerton.
Bruce Bowen is in control this quarter. The buckets are coming quick and easy for him.
To Kittles. Kittles sails in. Kidd is credited the assist. That's his 5th. Passes it the whole length. Bowen with the step back. To Ginobili. Bowen tries the spin move. Off the glass and in by Bowen.
Every shooter would obviously love to square the shoulders and the feet before he shot, but sometimes you have to take what the D gives you, and this time it was a leaner.
The J was missed by Martin. Got his own board and then cashed in by Martin.
This is one of those guys they don't run a lot of plays for, but I'll tell you how he gets his points, by getting out there, constant movement, and always hustling.
To Ginobili. Ginobili from inside. No worries.
Gets his feet set and knocks down the shorty.
And the Nets work it up court. Kidd glides in.
We certainly can't let this one go by without taking another look.
Just under 5 minutes here in the first quarter. Bowen takes it in. Drops in his 14th point tonight.
He's owned this quarter. Everything's going his way on the offensive end.
Kidd has the rock. To Jefferson. Jefferson shoots from the post. Ripped down inside by Ginobili. The rejection with perfection. And gathered by Mourning. Knocked off course. The Nets have it go out of bounds and turn it over.
Substitution for the Spurs.
Mourning will head to the bench.
Substitution for the Nets.
The spread is 7. Bowen unloads from 10 feet out. Bowen, 16 points by the 8-year man out of Cal State Fullerton. The Nets work it up. They're shooting 56% from the floor. To Harris. Squat.